Let's hope not. Nope. Not a black screen this time.
We've actually got footage, have we?
Yay.
So, take two. We're only 20 minutes late today. This is why I always say ish. 7-ish.
She's good.
Easy. Discard. Oh, there's people. Oh, it's Anders here. I've got good news, Adam. I actually brought a non-mechanical keyboard. I've not plugged it in yet, so I'm still thumping away.
Well, Predator's being weird on me. Let me restart the game. You've never had a mechanical keyboard before?
No, I've got one. That's why I always mute myself, because when I'm
okay.
typing away, I'm like 120 something words a minute, so it always sounds yeah.
You're just gonna get
That's why I tend to mute myself when I'm.
MX Browns. They're not nearly as clacky.
I like it though. I find it really therapeutic. But I'm gonna mute myself now because I'm gonna go clacky clack.
Okay. Go for it. There's a bit of an echo too, so you may want to check on your end on that one, Mike.
Is it me?
If you have like your phone volume turned up, it could be.
I don't have any. Oh, echo? I don't have the video playing on my end. The live stream, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not playing on my end, so I don't know. That shouldn't be me then.
Indeed,
See if the invite works this time.
Indeed, Xander. It got leaked in 4K. Well, it wasn't really 4K. But
yeah, I can't tell if that was interpolated up, but it looks good.
And since folks probably going to be in a Predator mood today, figured we'd play some Predator Hunting Grounds.
Yeah.
And if you bear with us for just one moment, Aaron is just typing up the socials, but welcome to our initial viewers to another weekly game stream. We were kind of debating between this and Fireteam Elite today because Fireteam Elite had a post recently teasing new campaign content, which we're looking forward to.
I'm definitely more in the mood for this now, though. Now that I've actually gotten to watch the trailer.
And that's why we're playing this.
I'm super excited.
Yeah, it looks cool.
I'm right there with you.
I'm pretty stoked.
Shame we can't do a motion tracker about it yet.
Yeah, but if you saw that tweet by the director, it looks like it won't be long before it's officially released. And then it'll be all fair use.
You can record it now and then post it the moment it goes up.
And this is true. This is true.
My game crashed.
Get that algorithm bumping.
Oh, am I going to crash while I'm trying to join you?
It crashed?
Yeah, it crashed.
Adams did.
Oh, still showing you in my party.
So we're off to a good start.
We all have crossplay on, I assume.
Yeah.
I'll double check. I should have. Yo, Ultraman Jake. Just how's everybody doing?
Yeah, Aaron, I'm not seeing your Epic account on here. So.
Hang on. Crossplay is on Epic
There we
accounts
go.
links. Yeah, I logged back in. Might have been because I tried to join you through thingy. Send me an invite again.
I just did.
So do I accept through Epic? Yeah, I do, don't I? I assume so. Okay,
I think you
we'll find
just
out.
accept through the game menu.
Yeah,
The
I'm in.
friends
I'm in.
bit.
I'm in.
Okay. Cool. Let me turn up the audio in game for you folks.
Quinn, who are Hunter, love the new Predator. I assume they're talking about the design, old school face.
Calum, welcome, Calum.
Oh, I want to know what they called him on the set.
Sasquatch.
Yeah, that's always the question, right? Get out of here with that Sasquatch, by the way.
That's what they called him. I'm telling you, that's the real truth. Nothing but it.
What is the
They
nickname?
knew about all the Sasquatch stuff.
What is
They
the
knew
nickname
it.
for the Predator gonna be?
Sassy.
And is it gonna be a fan-made nickname, or is it gonna be like a nickname that just happens? Like both have
They've got
happened,
one.
right? For Predators, or have the Predator names all been ones that were used on?
Well,
on site?
Fugitive came from NECA.
Yeah.
The emissaries were always the emissaries, I think. Classic was Crucified, wasn't he, on the set, I think? Or was he just Classic?
I think he was Classic. Crucified was NECA as well, I think.
Yeah.
Actually, no, NECA was Classic. Crucified was... I think that was one of the motion comics. It just was Crucified, and somehow people started calling him Crucified Predator. I don't know.
Winha loves the Emissary Predators.
Yeah, me too. I wish I could have seen him in action. I'm still hoping for a Shane Black cut for that.
No.
Ready up, Mike?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't play this game enough to... My bad.
Let's hope this Predator does too.
I'd watch a Shane Black cut, but I have no hopes of it being anything special.
I think it would at least, having talked to someone who had seen a test screening of that, I think it would at least be more entertaining. Because, like, that APC chase, they were just running around in circles in the woods. Come on, anything would have been better than that.
Maybe. But it wouldn't have fixed the narrative issues.
Oh, no, it still would have been a mess, but at least we would have had a moment where Predator...
Oh, Adam, you're still on the starting soon screen.
Oh, whoops. All right, we've just been in menus, folks, but let me... Thanks for the heads up there, Calum. There we go.
Can't get the staff, can you?
What now?
It's fine. You're fine now.
All right. Dun, 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 dun. I'll just do the music. Dun, 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 dun.
No, you'll get a copyright claimed.
This stuff will make you a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus. Just like me. Are you mud up?
Let's go, boys.
It's been a while since I played this on PC.
Andrew Ataku says, the only DLC character I brought was the Samurai Predator. No points for guessing why after looking at my Abby. I mean, I guess they're a Samurai fan.
Yeah, there's been a few incarnations. There was a sideshow one, I think, or maybe it was like a cool props thing. And I've seen a more recent one that's really cool. That's like a custom.
Mikey, turn your tally down.
It's in my TV?
Yeah.
I have it on my headset. I have it on my headset. Weird. I'm just gonna not play with sound then, because I don't know how to fix that.
Oh, I think you've got your mic coming through on the actual game, actually.
Oh, maybe that's what was going on.
Oh, we're after the hard drives. I'm like, what
What's
are we
been your
doing?
favourite of the DLC characters, actually, Adam? The Predators.
I really liked that Mr. Black pack because it was the first time we got 3 Predators, and I thought
Okay,
that was
let me say, what's been your favourite original DLC?
okay, original.
Elder or Alpha for me.
Probably Cleo for me. I thought Cleo was
Okay.
really cool. I like the Egyptian design. But they got some more coming, apparently. Some of the recent data mines that happened just before the Emissary DLC, which was, they had an Amazon one, they had a Pirate one, and I think that's it. I think it's also Celtic. Oh no, Tank. They have one called Tank as well. And the mask for that has been data mined. Andrew asks, how does the game compare between PC and PS4? I started playing this on PS4. I think it looks much better on PC. And it's also 60 frames a second. The PS5 version is a little boosted, so it's closer to what you get on PC. Oh, shit.
Ah, he got me. I don't know where he got me from. Oh, he's on me. He's on me. He's on... Ah. Is my background audio better now?
Yeah, I can't hear
Okay.
the...
Okay. Don't. It's on my TV now. I was afraid it was going to be too loud there.
But yeah, visually PC is the way to look. If you want it to look as best as it can.
I'm playing on PS4, base PS4 at 30 frames a second, and it can be frustrating at times. Graphically, it looks okay most of the time, but sometimes not always the best. But I also am playing on the lowest possible system, so I understand it's not going to be perfect.
Only64 says, waiting for the Naru DLC. Yeah, have Naru running around with a assault rifle. I've come through time.
Make her play like Hanzo from Overwatch, which is just a bow and arrow. She can't pick up anything else.
Yes, yeah.
One last thing. Clear out the command bunker. This one's gonna have biometrics, so blow the door instead.
Only says the Sasquatch DLC.
Oh god, you guys you're just trolling me at this point.
No. It's gonna happen.
Oh, my TV, my PS4 is going black. I think I have a bad HDMI cable on my TV. Uh-oh.
Oh. I'm down. Andrew Taku says it would be cool to have the Predator Hounds or Hellhounds for a class replace Vision Mode with the dogs. Yeah, I think we've been saying that for a while, haven't we? Especially since you know, we've got the disc. You could have the Hounds as that kind of mechanic, I think.
I owe you one. Shut up, you ain't got time. I'm seeing the team split up.
You all die now.
Grab any intel you can find and get out of there. Time to go loud, Voodoo.
Caleb says they could spawn in like AI enemies and rush the humans.
Yeah. I've always thought this game should have like a big Game Preserve Planet DLC with dogs and Falcon drone and everything, but nope. We'll be lucky if we get a bear running through the jungle.
Yeah, the releases haven't been quite as frequent
Caleb was
as
saying
we'd have liked
the
with
bears
it.
will just be skins for the pigs, and they'll be the same size as the pigs.
Let's get to the expo point. Get back together.
They'll just be tiny little bears running around.
You're confident, aren't you?
Ah, damn it! Help, please.
Oh shit. Thank you. I've got no gun. This guy's just running into a wall.
Where is everybody? He's long claiming me here.
I'm getting brought back to life,
I put some rounds into him, yeah.
and then I'm running to you guys.
The other guy left.
I can take control of the bot then.
I can't even kill the AI.
The point south, the objective-wise.
I'm heading towards you, Hicks. I'm trying to catch up with you.
See, Ultraman Jake agrees with you, Adam. Hunting Reserve planet map would have been amazing.
It wouldn't have been that hard either. Just throw a couple like big.
It's just the
planets in
skybox.
the sky, yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
just the
it.
skybox,
There you go.
and throw.
Put some cages around, you know. Have a river ghost running around just for fun. There you go.
My screen keeps turning off. I think I'm having an issue with my HDMI cable.
Uh-oh.
So, like, I can't. It just keeps going black.
Well, after this one, we can play around a Predator if you wanted to swap it out.
Might need to do that.
Bloody amateurs.
Me?
Yeah.
HDMI cable makes me an amateur?
No, amateurs, as in amateur streamers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm just playing my PS4, man.
He's back.
Oh, right when the screen goes dark. I can't see anything. Okay.
Oh,
Just parrying.
swinging away.
I'm parrying, I can't see. Oh my god, am I surviving? Holy shit. How did I... Oh my gosh, because the screen just came back on and he's down.
I've got you back, Adam.
Nice. I'm surprised I did not die there. My screen was just black and I was running around in circles hitting parry.
No, you're doing well on the power there.
Good. I was spamming the hell out of it.
Caleb says, I'd be very surprised if we get anything more than the 489 Predator as far as future DLC goes. I think we're going to get some stuff for the Prey.
I think they would be foolish to not have a Prey tie-in, but I don't know. Maybe they are just done with this game. Well, only time will tell. But I mean, people have found snow in the data mines. They found a bear skin, so who knows if we'll get a forest map. Probably not. I think we'd hopefully at least just get the Predator from the new movie, but you don't know. So eat that juice. Predator juice. So delicious. Extends your lifespan.
I still think it was cool to bring that back into it, you know.
Caleb says a bearskin rug for the chopper. Yeah, that'll be it. That'll be their Prey tie-in.
Oh, a 50% agree with Andrew Ataka here. A loose alien as a hazard for the Predator and Fire Team would be amazing. River Ghost, Xeno, something new. No to the Xeno, yes to the River Ghost. Or to the something new.
Yes to the Xeno.
No.
No to the Xeno.
No.
This
no,
is a
no,
Predator game.
No.
I was the only one doing damage on that one.
You were. You're the only one who ever does anything.
Hey, I parried.
That's true.
Hey,
You
yeah.
did get a few parries in.
When you start this next match, I'm gonna swap HDMI cables and mute myself.
Yeah, I'm just gonna play.
I'll
around
let you know
this,
when I'm back on.
Predator real quick.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
gonna Back out of this party.
See, Caleb's got it. Caleb's got it right. Z no.
Shouldn't make me laugh as hard as it did.
Terrible joke, but it works.
He always does this to me. I'm gonna mute myself now.
Okay.
So this is the yeah. Well, he giggles away there. This is the most recent DLC, the Emissary Predator.
I think you should rock in with Samurai though, or Viking. Go
well, I gotta show
go
off another one.
thematic.
What's weird is that he just has regular dreadlocks here when he should have like these thicker ones because they're kind of textured. But just like the Exiled Predator, he was pictured with certain dreadlocks in his promotional material, but they're not present in the actual one, and they're different than these two. Like he had his own dreadlocks, so I'm like, what is going on with the dreadlock situation here? And they finally did release these the Exiled dreadlocks, because before Exiled dreadlocks were just a reuse of Elders, but these were the ones he was supposed to have. But this is Tank for some reason. It's a level 500 unlock, and Tank was one of the data mine predators. So I'm just like, what is going on with some of the recent things in this game? Yeah. I mean, they're kind of cool looking. It's kind of clipping through him a little bit here, but yeah, I've been a little disheartened after the last few DLCs, and Wolf and Exile sorry, not Exile, Emissary both had a lot of issues, graphical glitches, and the models are just not as good as they were before. So it makes me wonder if they have either the B team or the C team working on this one. But hopefully that'll change if they do have more DLC planned around the time of the movie. He's got the same neck issue too that Wolf had. And some of his skins are busted still. Like this, the skin's only applying to his head, not his body. Come on, guys.
Play a bloody game.
I am. It's in matchmaking. Takes a minute for the Predator to
Okay.
match.
I'll let you off then.
Mr. Wolf, they did end up brightening his mask a little bit. Still no netting though, unfortunately.
I don't think you'll ever get the netting.
Yeah, probably not.
It is a little disappointing how little support it seems to have got after a year or so.
Yeah, I was hoping they would do a big second anniversary thing, but they really didn't. You know, I mean, they were intending for Friday the 13th to last longer than it did, you know, like 2-3 years, so. But there still should be more coming if you believe all the data mines, so hopefully we do end up getting a big update and they're just working on something. I know
Hopefully.
they're split between 3 games. They have a big new Ghostbusters game coming, they have this, and then they have the Arcadegeddon, which just did well.
So this is probably on the Gamma team.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
Sorry, I still sound a little hoarse. I have been completely cleared of the C virus, but I still got a little residual stuff going on. Caleb says, hopefully some of them even have functioning lighting and textures. Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, I don't feel like the game's been very well taken care of late.
Oh no, the last 2 have been particularly bad. But you know, hopefully they get it together. I want nothing but the best for this game because I've had a lot of fun with it, and I still think it has potential. But they gotta give it a bit of effort if they want that potential to be reached. But some big stuff coming for Fireteam Elite, so I'm looking forward to that. That new campaign content that was just teased. that's cool to see. And just like we were thinking, Aaron, it looks like it's going to be more engineer stuff. One of the things that was leaked was the engineer cathedral, and it looks like it's also going to be Paula Station. So I hope the Paula Station really evokes that Hadley's Hope colony vibe that we kind of missed out on in the main game.
You've been hoping for the Paula Station kind of thing, though, haven't you? As well.
Well, two reasons. One, I didn't hate the book as much as you did, and I think it would be cool to see some of those locations in the book in the game. And two,
my opinion on the book doesn't matter to that, though. I'm happy for more locations and more aesthetic.
And two, it's an aliens game, but there's not really an environment that evokes the aliens location. So I think Paula Station would be a good way to do that. Good way to get a Hadley's Hope style facility.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. It's one of the things I liked about the game was, each campaign was aesthetically very, very different. And I think it would have been a good opportunity to have, like you say, the aliens aesthetic, and because it's very different from the alien look of the first one and the hive look of the fourth one, and obviously the various engineering kind of appearances of the second and third. And Sizzy agrees about Hunting Grounds. They need to step up their game. They're really missing out if they don't release updates and decent content with Prey hype.
Yep. Yeah, it'll just be a big missed opportunity, and maybe they're
the 10th I mean, there's been various anniversaries that have been missed as well that would have been good opportunities.
But I think it'll be the last opportunity for the game to really
get a big...
Yeah, to really have a sustainable future. But they might not be interested in that, Maybe for them the game has run its course, and they're on to new things.
Well, that seems to be the feel, I think. Caleb says, one thing I did find funny in that report image was that would we build just one city in a colony? LV426 says hi. Well, to be fair, Caleb, that was just the initial colony on the planet, it was early days. So one of the things I'd actually be quite interested in seeing is a developed colony in the Alien universe. We've never really seen something that's been around and fully developed, with more than just a single location.
I mean, Dust to Dust we did.
Yeah, it's a bigger city, it's a bigger city. And the RPG, I suppose, has some of it in, but talking visually, I'd love to see more. And Ekenrock says, "Hey guys, it's me, Joe." Which Joe? Is it Joe Marty? Caleb agrees it'd be cool to have a more settled world with multiple living spaces on it. That was one of the things I did like about Dust to Dust, was the more city-ish look to it. That was a good comic. I enjoyed Dust to Dust a lot.
God, I'm getting destroyed here.
You're rusty.
I'm rusty with the Predator, guys. Don't judge me too hard.
You know Sam Hain, are you?
No. I'm no elite Predator main. I've always probably mostly played Fireteam in this game. Just because I usually play with friends when I'm on,
So I'm just looking at some of the screen caps from Prey trailer. I loved the moment with the flick with the axe.
Oh, that was so great, yeah.
I think,
so good.
I think this Predator's gonna have some character. Like the bits I enjoyed about Fugitive, with the thumbs up. I think this guy's gonna have character, and I'm quite looking forward to that.
God damn, these guys are rough. God damn it.
Welcome, Joe.
Can do it.
Joe says, working on some sci-fi tabletop terrain while watching you guys. Well appreciated, buddy. I keep considering getting out my minis and getting a painting afternoon in. I've got too much to do. I can't have a painting afternoon.
Seeming to have any screen issues as of this point now, so I think I should be good whenever you guys are back.
Yeah, I'm just finishing
or
up
done.
Getting destroyed in this round.
And to go to says, hey guys, needed this after the excitement of yesterday. Hope your weekends are well.
Well, thank you, Hunter.
I'd say our weekends are well after what we got yesterday.
Yeah,
It's nice to be excited for it, you know, because we've not really seen much, and it's been. We're at this sad point where it's a lot of apprehensiveness about new things. But yeah, after that big trailer, I am excited.
Me too.
What were you saying earlier, Mikey? Acquainted.
Oh yeah,
yes.
Yeah. So I. Sorry, Adam.
No, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about me.
I know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Get you, bitch. There we go. At least I got one. It's worth it.
Was saying that I personally haven't been this excited for an Alien or Predator release since Prometheus. Like, I feel this feels nice. I haven't felt this way in a long time.
Say what we will about the finished film, you know, the run up to Prometheus.
Yeah, we don't know what.
Good.
Yeah.
Damn, they're already calling it.
I remember those days of seeing that first Prometheus trailer and it having the sound effects from the Alien trailer and all that, and it was just like a holy crap, this is something. And then we got the thing, and after time, I've come around on it, but still.
And it was leaked trailer excitement for that one as well. Do you remember the first camcorder copies of the trailer we had for that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, back in the good old days.
When there was no screen recorders.
Yeah.
Alistair Tan says, do you think we'll ever get a game like Isolation again? Hopefully if Alvarez and Hawley's projects do well. I think Isolation's going to be one of those unique gems for us, unfortunately. Because it didn't sell massive. Like, it sold well, but apparently not well enough for the people that made it. So I have to wonder if that'll mean that we're not likely to see repeat attempts at it. Which is a shame, because I still stand by that being the pinnacle of Alien gaming.
Rough.
Oh. He left his mate.
Also, come on, guys. I mean, the Emissary faces, like, you couldn't do anything. They just look so sloppy.
It doesn't have the spoon heads, does it?
No. God damn, this guy had my number. Batman Kisslig.
Hunter says the hype for it flies up there for them since it was released on their birthday. That's cool. That'd be a good present.
Fun.
I've got the day booked off.
I had a Godzilla trailer drop on my birthday, and I'm a big Godzilla fan, and that was a special day.
Aaron, I'm not seeing your epic.
Yeah, that's because I quit out of the game while you were playing. I'm back in, and you can invite me.
Okay.
Just give me a quick second to change my loadout.
I want to see if we can find a clash match. Calum says only a few of the DLC Predators have had unique faces, about half of them are defaults. Yeah, that's true. And again, just missed opportunity.
It would have just been more work, wouldn't it?
Zachary Rice says, it'd be interesting to see a miniseries on isolation. I know it'd be a ground retread, but could be cool. Yeah, unfortunately, we already got that, and it didn't work out so well.
Yeah.
But
The read play watch was a bit of a failure. I think there's still material to be found there. You know, like all the side characters and stuff like that. It'd be nice to see things focused on like Lingard or Ransom. Or
I never watched that thing.
What's his face? The criminal. I can't remember his name.
Axel.
Who we first meet? Axel. Yeah, that's it. I don't know if he's actually a criminal. It just reminds me of the Alien 3.
He always reminded me of the Alien 3 prisoner, yeah.
So I'd totally be up for seeing that area mined, but I want avoid Amanda, avoid the main storyline, and just do these side things.
But yeah, that trailer was awesome. It did its job. It got me hyped for the movie.
And apparently the official release is coming sometime soon.
Yeah, the director said that on Twitter that people wouldn't have to wait too long to see that trailer. And that usually happens.
I was thinking it's coming out tomorrow.
Probably, yeah. That's usually how it goes when trailers are leaked. The studio kind of figures, well, it's out there, so we might as well put it out there ourselves.
I do wonder where it came from, though. Where the leak, Reddit leaks got it.
Nowhere on Reddit, yeah. And I guess there was a watermark on the video that was like mega something. I don't know.
If you remember, the Prometheus leaks came from the survey websites. I don't know if they still do that.
I remember that first Prometheus trailer leaked, yeah.
Yeah, they came from a survey website where they screened the trailers and asked for the opinions on him.
What do you know? We found a Clash match.
Where's Mikey?
We're playing Clash?
No, Mikey's on the other team.
We'll just have to destroy him.
That sounds good to me. Oh wait, now he's put him on our team.
Oh, okay. I meant destroy with him. Zachary Rice says, yeah, I guess the game itself feels like a good series and or movie. Yeah. Alien Isolation is one of the best pieces of media in the Alien franchise, hands down. Like, yeah,
the game, yeah.
Yeah. And on mobile and on tablet, like, it's so awesome. Like, damn. I think it's really good.
I did like the original material in the digital series, though. You know, like the epilogue and...
Yeah, the stuff where she was floating through space was cool. That had potential, but it was just the machinima nature of the main episodes where they used the game footage, and Amanda didn't have a head model in game, and she didn't have the animations they needed, so it just didn't work. They just didn't have the budget for it.
Yeah, it's a shame they couldn't do something completely original. Who? It was Axis who created the CGI trailers for the game, wasn't it? And Colonial Marines, if I remember rightly, Axis Studios.
Maybe, yeah, but those are both really awesome.
Yeah, but Fox approached them about doing it, but it was too expensive, which is a shame because Axis have also done some of the Love, Death, Robot stuff.
Oh yeah, I still need to watch season 3 of that. I hear Fincher is directed one himself, and
yeah,
I heard it
was good.
It does have some Alien 3 vibes, actually.
I don't think it necessarily has the Alien vibes. I mean, I know he said that, but I didn't really get it watching it. But it was damn good. It was damn good short anyway. Blur did some as well. I think Blur did at least 2 that I noticed.
Yeah, Blur does awesome stuff.
Blur's fucking awesome. Honest to God, I would love to see Axis or Blur do a full... Well, not even a full, just like a 20-minute thing.
Well, even
for Alien or Predator would be lovely.
They did 4 movies like that for Resident Evil. They did 4 feature-length CG movies that all look great, and I think that would be the perfect
Who did that?
I can't remember the studio, but they're CG animated movies that look really good. And it was the same thing with Starship Troopers. I think it was one of the same studios that did the Starship Troopers ones. But if you do a full Alien movie like that and make it like Alien 5, like tell the Alien 5 story that way, that would be awesome. I still like Clash just as a way to switch things up. This is a fun little mode. We get a little bit of TDM.
There was plenty of opportunity for this game to do and be more.
Oh yeah, and it's just a shame because I feel like the foundation they built was so good. Like the game is really fun. It's very satisfying for Predator fans. Like its contributions to the lore was really good. It's a competent game. They just messed up so many times on the bugs and the updates, and almost every DLC that came out, people were disappointed. Even when we were expecting like the bare minimum, like for Wolf, he didn't even have a weapon. Like so, and it's a shame because I like the Alphonic guys. Those are awesome dudes, and I still like bad mouthing, you know? It's not bad mouthing.
I don't think criticism is a bad mouthing.
It's trying to be constructively criticism about this game. Ooh, I could be the Predator. I will be Wolf. And this game did fall short, and I think that's easily the majority opinion, is this game fell short.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it's not awesome. Like, as a Predator fan, I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. Like, if I'm giving it a 2-year review, I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10.
I still feel like that's too high considering the lack
all the
of
complaints.
content.
And all of your complaints make it. That's a really high number for I think people rate things too high. There, if you're saying it's like got issues, I think maybe a 6 or a 7.
I wouldn't give it a 6. I think Aaron, you and I both gave it a 7 when it came out, but it added like 3 more maps. It's hella fun to play, and it's one of the games I've played the most in the last couple of years. Now maybe that's just because I'm a Predator fan, but I still think it's fun enough for me personally, like maybe not objectively, but just me personally as a Predator fan, to give it an 8. But it would have been like a 9 if they had fixed those issues and actually damn it.
Shoot.
Had some DLC that was a bit more well put together. Woohoo! There we go.
I don't think I could give it an 8.
I'm playing Elden Ring, and that's like a 10 for me. This is not anywhere close to Elden Ring, and they're not the same type of games.
Yeah, I mean,
I know
8
that.
is
But like rating
2.4
system.
out of 10. Like, that's not close to.
What?
Like 8 isn't really.
I
That
mean,
close to a 10.
for me it is.
8 is like a. Well, I don't want to get into that again, but.
That's why I'm like, it's a little high, but yeah. That's not saying it's like C grade material though either. I would say like number systems, like you go really positive, you have an 8. Like it's in a middle positive for me, so that's why it's like a 6-7.
Politically incorrect, saying it all caps. Did you guys see the Prey trailer? What did you guys think? I thought it was.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, no, we haven't seen it. I thought it was good. I thought it was. You said
It's
something.
good at him.
I thought it was really good. You said something interesting, Mike, and you were like, "I never got this kind of hype with any of the trailers for The Predator." And I think
Predator, or I mean, Predator's got me hyped, but not as hyped as this one. I don't know what the difference is here between this and Predators.
See, I was really hesitant about The Predator and Predators.
Yeah, me too.
this is the problem with Clash. Usually the losing team will start quitting.
But I'm not hesitant about Prey anymore. Not since that last trailer.
No. Yeah. It showed me exactly what I needed to see.
No,
Jimmy says, "Sup,
action
gentlemen."
Looks awesome.
Jimmy, I didn't get a chance to watch your reaction. I sort of been nuked by Disney.
Yeah, Disney was nuking left and right with that one. They did to us as well.
Dan's really been unlucky with stuff about his film leaking. I mean, to be
People
fair,
want that Predator stuff.
I mean, it's not like much actually leaked from
Yeah,
the
I
set,
was
but
gonna
you
say.
know, like they wanted it to be a big surprise.
Okay. I got my warm-up round out of the way. I'm doing a little better as Predator.
You got one person to fight.
That's true. Yeah, they all quit, didn't they? No, I have two.
So, Dude says actually quite optimistic for Prey now. The director says that the real trailer will be online soon. Yeah, which is good. It'd be nice to have a better quality one on soon.
What do y'all think of the design, chat? Personally, I think it looks really cool and different. Like, we're finally getting a skull bio helmet, which we've
Well,
seen.
we've both as well said it reminds us of some early concept stuff for
Yeah, because he had kind of a skull mask early on in the concept art. The main thing I thought was weird was how thin the dreadlocks are. Like, they're the thinnest I've ever seen them. I was almost like, is this a headdress at first? Like, I was like, wait, those
I
are
like the
Predator
dreadlocks.
dreads?
I think they look cool.
So, I mean, it's not a huge deal. It's like, yeah, I guess some Predators have thinner dreadlocks, like, whatever. But
Yeah.
it almost kind of
I
looks like hair. Like,
Fine hair. I have fine hair, and some people have thicker hair. It's like everybody's got different hairstyles.
yeah, that's something I do like. You know, the individuality, and
Yeah.
But oh my god, that,
I mean-
that mouth, guys. We saw the mouth for like literally one frame as he's jumping through the air. All hope is lost.
I mean, we still don't know if it's 100% his mouth yet, though.
I know,
But it
could
might
just
be.
the
But
mask. It's just
could also then be throwing us off on purpose too with something. They could be doing the multiple lasers on Royce like they did in the trailer for Predators and throwing us off.
Sizzy
Putting some
Bubbles
weird
says,
stuff in the trailer.
Hope Freddy obliterates those colonists. Yeah, Caleb actually had an interesting theory. He was like, the colonists are going to kill the dogs, so that way we hate them and Predator takes them out. Or was that you, Mike, that thought that?
I think that was that both of us. I don't know. One of us said we were both saying the puppy dies, we cry, and then I was like, it would be. I could see the dog standing with her at the end of the movie and watching the ship fly off. But then I can also see the colonists killing the dog, and that's why they become bad guys really quick, and we don't have to have much character development for them, and it makes you hate them fast. It makes you hate them fast, and then that way you just want to see the Predator or Naru just wipe them out, and that's what. Yeah, so hopefully the puppy doesn't die because I will cry, but if it does, it's probably gonna make you angry and want to watch some people die, and I think that's probably gonna be happening.
Yeah, Jimmy, I completely see that there. Jimmy's saying the trailer reminded him of Primal and Hellcome a Walking. I see that. Primal being the one where they kill the bear, Hell a Walking being the Civil War era short. I think that was Nancy Collins. Dude says, I just hope it's not a bait and switch with the lead actress teaming up with a female predator to beat the patriarchy. I just hope there's no team up at all. I hate
Yeah, I'm tired of the team ups. Me too. I don't need it. I don't want it.
There's just so much. Oh my god, woke is bad. Everything is woke these days. I'm like, we have nothing to go on. Like, let's just wait and see.
Yeah, there's nothing for me. That if Alien came out today, I wonder if people would be saying the same thing. Because it's like so stupid that we can't have a female character in a movie that she can learn and watch how watch her tribe being hunted, and then she has to learn from that. All that stuff. Why can't we have a movie like that? It doesn't matter what gender she is.
Well, for the longest time, I
maybe,
just wanted a female
maybe I'm sounding woke.
For Predator, just to switch it up, and a lead for Alien, just to switch it up, like only for that reason. But it depends on how it's done, right? Like, we've had these stories of the defiant young female warrior for a long time, like Mulan, right? That's the same kind of thing. Nobody wants her. Yeah. She can be a soldier, and she wants to prove she's a warrior. Like, that's nothing new. That's nothing like woke Hollywood.
But I don't think it's. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. It's not woke. It's also another form of the David and Goliath in a situation, kind of sense.
And I just want an all-female cast for an alien film.
Yeah, that could be cool. I mean, I did excuse me. I did really like that for the movie that
Chest burster.
The Descent.
That was that's a great movie. And that's not a woke movie.
I don't think so, dude. I think you're not seeing enough movies these
Yeah,
days.
dude. Yeah. Yeah, why can't we now possibly consider Naru one of these next Ripleys or Sarah Connors? I know that's a high praise already. We're not saying that that's going to happen, but like, what if the movie's good enough that we see her like that? But people are jumping to conclusion before we've even seen the movie.
I mean,
to even
it
like
depends how
they're
it's
gonna
done.
they're gonna set their own opinion before they see the movie and almost not like the movie beforehand, you know, kind of thing. They're gonna set pre-expectations, and even if she is fantastic, they might even hate her just because she's a woman. And it's like, get over yourself.
I mean, it can be done
I'm not gonna
poorly.
get it.
A good example.
It
would
can be. Oh,
would
absolutely.
Be Rey in the sequel trilogy. You know, the whole Mary suit. Like that has been
Yeah,
done.
or even just I didn't like the Terminator sequel, the new one with
Dark
bringing
Fate.
back Sarah
Yeah,
Connor.
or it's just we're
Yeah,
just
I
gonna
thought
have
that
John
was
Connor but a woman. But yeah, stuff like that. is
Yeah,
done
and then
poorly,
you're gonna
so.
put all the hard work that you did to build Sarah Connor as a character. You're gonna throw it all away with her just being a sideline character. I thought it was poorly done. Yeah, so like there's a way to do it, and there's a way to poorly do it. And I'm not saying that this is not possible, that this movie can just be done bad. It's just let's give it a chance before we see it.
That's the thing
Come
that
on.
annoys me is I think people are so.
We haven't even
to
seen the
say
movie yet. I'll rip your spine out if you
everything
don't
is
shut
woke,
up.
Everything is bad. I haven't seen anything of this movie.
I'll
but I'm just
woke
gonna
you up
say
if you
it's
break
woke.
your spine. Sorry. If you want to rip your
We're
spine
not
out
just
because
directing
mad at
that
this.
at you, dude. Like there's.
No, we're
A lot
not.
of
No,
people are
we're just
saying
using it
that.
as a topic. Yeah, you're not the only one that's brought that subject up, so it's like there's a lot of people bringing it up, and it's not just you.
Oh, he's here. He's in here with me.
Come in to it.
Ah! He's trapped in that room. If you guys can get there.
I'm trying to get there. Where did he go?
Jimmy Lee says, I completely agree with you guys. People are jumping to insane conclusions about the movie being woke. And it doesn't seem like it to me. And they're going into the movie wanting to hate it. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, are there a lot of films that handle the tropey, pander stuff and the politics poorly these days? Yes. But I don't think
Absolutely.
it's nearly high as a percentage as some say. It's not like
Yeah.
Hollywood.
No.
And you can have those types of stories done well, and they've been done well before woke was even a term, and they've been
Right.
done poorly before woke was even a term too.
I mean, you use The Descent. The Descent was a fantastic example. Like, I have never heard anyone say that movie's woke. That's a badass movie.
That is, and I actually do like the sequel a lot. I know not a lot of people have seen the sequel because
can't
I think
remember
it only came out in theaters in the UK, and it took a long time for it to finally get a home release. But I quite enjoyed it. I thought the sequel was really good. I mean, it's not as good as the first, but I thought it was a worthy sequel.
First aid found.
I've only ever seen the first myself.
Dude,
Yeah,
Used to
me
freak
too.
the crap out of me.
all down to execution.
That scene with the
course.
camcorder, oh my god, where they're panning over and all of a sudden it's standing right next to the group of them. I had to like get up and leave the room after I saw that scene the first time.
Dude says all down to execution, of course. I have hopes for it, and no, I definitely don't want to go into Prey, hope, and hate it. I love the Predator and want to really enjoy it. Well, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah,
and I can
that's
get
the
people being
mindset to have right
cautious
there.
Because again, it is done poorly sometimes these days. I just
Yeah, and we have seen some of it in Hollywood recently. Definitely, there is sort of a trend.
I think our eye roll comes from the fact that we hear that so much, like, oh my god, it's got a woman, it's gonna be woke. It's like, no guys, come on, we don't know. Like, it depends how it's done.
Yeah.
Set the charges on the printer.
The Descent 2, Descend Harder. Yeah, that's the title they should have gone with it.
Voodoo 1, UAV recon shows guerrilla forces moving on your location.
We've descended.
Sharik J says the synopsis for Prey only mentioned tomboy, gender norm, social.
Oh, Red
norms,
Shop,
and
you're
feminism. Yeah, I died a while ago.
Really? I should go get
The
you.
Predator
I'm gonna
is
go run and get you.
irrelevant as long as they can push the usual nonsense these days. Same thing in any movie. Yeah, again, I think that's just jumping to conclusions.
Oh, he's on me.
There were female warriors in Native American culture. There's notable examples.
Yeah,
of
I
that.
actually did some more research, and I found that there was a lot of Comanche women warriors, and they were highly respected in their tribes.
And again, that's
There was one that was like a chieftain. She was like a chieftain, and she was like brought into multiple meetings about war and given her input, and she was highly respected. It was really interesting to learn all this stuff. If you Google, you could find this out yourself, people.
So that is a story that's been told before, right? The defiant female who wants to go her own way against what the group or the tribe wants for her. Like, that is not a new woke story, and that does go against gender norms. I mean, yeah, you can kind of roll your eyes at some of that terminology that's used more often these days, but it's not a new story. Dude asks, true. Dude says true.
We're back at him.
Okay, thank you. It's all down to execution. By the way, who's playing the Predator in Prey? Is it the same guy in that Sasquatch suit on Instagram? Well, that's what we don't know. So there have been 2 creature actors who have been posting on social media and making a lot of Predator posts, and that is Dane. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his last name.
I think it's Deligero. I don't know.
And he's back. And Kyle Strauss. And Kyle played one of the emissaries in The Predator, as well as as well as some of the motion capture for the upgrade. So I would assume he's going to be one of the Predators. I don't think Bigfoot's going to be in the movie. I think Dane is going to play another Predator. I think another Predator will show up. That's my prediction.
So Ready Neddy says, I don't get why the Predator used a plasma caster and people using bow. No support that Predator must be a wuss. I don't think it was a plasma bolt.
Yeah,
it was a bow.
It sounded like a bow, and
it was a bow and arrow.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely.
You can hear the arrow fling by.
I mean, it definitely had like a red effect to it, but yeah, it definitely looked more like a projectile to me.
Also, that was one of the things Kyle was teasing about. He said extraterrestrial bow in one of his posts.
Yeah, wrapped with an extraterrestrial bow.
I think is awesome. That has been something. I mean, it was something I really liked about this game. You know, Hunting Grounds, because I've wanted to see that for ages. And it's
as
cool
long as it's not just like a typical bow and arrow look to me. I want it to be a little bit more
It has
Predator.
to be a bit alien, yeah. But I mean, that's what this game does. I mean, it's like all folded up, and it handles that.
Yeah, it just needs to be telescoping, like the you know, like the spear or like the spear gun in the AVP games.
Also, I don't know if you caught it, but there was one frame in the trailer where one of the Native Americans is using a combo stick and extends it.
Yeah.
So we have humans using Predator.
I posted a couple GIFs in one of the threads, and I'm gonna have that in there.
The shield's really cool as well.
Yeah, the
having some lagging.
I thought that was cool. Oh, he's around here.
Lagging here.
That's it, Voodoo One. Time to bring it in. Rendezvous at the exfil site. Prepare for extraction. Let's get to the exfil point.
Let's get out of here. Go. Run.
Grabbing some ammo. When's it coming out? Is it August
5th in the US anyway?
August 5th.
There's no reason not to have worldwide drops on streaming.
That's true. Yeah. Although sometimes that happens, I think.
Yeah, well, then you get all that crap with like Star Trek and Paramount Plus and.
Oh, the drop pod spawned right in front of me.
Solid copy.
Zachary Rice asked me if I saw the Callisto Protocol trailer, probably because he knows I'm a fan of Dead Space. Yeah, I did, and it looks fucking awesome. And it's going to be interesting because it's the creative director of the original Dead Space, and I think someone said it looks like Alien 3 meets Dead Space because it's on like a space prison, and we'll be getting those games pretty close to each other. So for me, it's like kind of an Armageddon Deep Impact situation, right? It's like, oh, we're getting a remake of the original Dead Space, which is awesome, by Motive Studios, and they're a great studio, as well as the creative director of the original Dead Space working on a spiritual successor to Dead Space at around the same time. Not to mention, we'll have the Resident Evil 4 remake around there too, so it's going to be good for survival horror game fans here. I am looking forward to all of those. And I hope the rumors for a new Silent Hill are also true. Oh, he's here! Oh, we got him.
He's a- Damn. I might just get the fuck out of here.
Oh, it's bugging out on me. It's bugging out on me.
I've run up as well. Caleb says he hopes the Predator bow is better than the one in the game.
I hope it's less cheap anyway.
And says finally properly seeing a spear gun on screen would be great.
Yeah, that's fun. Never seen that before.
I'd love to see the actual spear gun on screen.
The EVP2 one where it's just like a little telescoping spear that turns into like a sniper weapon. Yeah.
That would suit me perfectly fine. Although I think it's been a little while since I read it, but doesn't Cold War have a version of the spear gun as well where it's literally a spear?
I don't know. There's always that really weird like hand spear gun in Concrete Jungle as well.
I'm going to grab the comic while we wait for the game to load. I've got vague memories of it.
It's been a while since I've read Cold War or any of those old school Predator ones, to be honest.
I haven't read any of those in a long time. I did book reports in high school on those, and my teacher got mad at me because he's like, "These aren't real books." I was like, "Well, you can't tell me these aren't real books because they look like books." And I did my report on them anyways, and it was like you couldn't do Harry Potter because everybody was doing Harry Potter, and I think they were tired of everybody doing reports on Harry Potter, and I didn't want to read Harry Potter, so I read Alien and Predator books, and my teachers, for some reason, none of them enjoyed that. I think they thought because I was probably just making it up with the book report because they didn't want to read the book.
Because those are good
They didn't
books.
probably have. Yeah, I know.
Some
That's the
of
thing
them.
is they didn't probably have Google back then to look these up to see if the plots were correct that I was writing about. But I was reading them, and that was the only way you could get me to read books back in high school and junior high was those.
You need to do Catcher in the Rye. You need to do Lord of the Flies. It's like, nah.
Well, we had those too. Those were forced on us.
Ready Netty says a feral lower tech predator would be cool. I mean, there's still some degree of tech to get him from his planet to our planet that's required, but yeah, I mean, naturally he does look a bit more primal, you know, just with his armor compared to something like Fugitive, who's like super sleek. So it is a different look than we're used to, and I dig it. I think it's cool.
I like that we're going from super sleek to really rough and gritty too. Like it's nice to go back.
I think I'm right, by the way. It looks like in Cold War, one end of the spear actually, they have like a spear, and one end of it shoots the spear darts.
That's cool.
I might have to. Reread these soon. I'm normally too busy doing bloody prep for various interviews and stuff. I don't get a chance to do much leisure reading of the other bits and bobs.
Caleb says, I read that one of the original ideas for Dead Space involved prisoners on some colony world prison or something too. Yeah, I haven't heard of that, but that would be interesting if they took like a discarded idea for Dead Space and just ran with it for Callisto Protocol. I read that it's not going to tie into the PUBG universe anymore because they were just like, yeah, we can't make this work, sorry. And that was always kind of funny that the publisher wanted them to like, hey, can you make it part of the PUBG universe? And everyone was like, wait, what? Well, this is kind of
Publishers as those do a bit
odd. And the menu here is kind of bugging out for me. I don't know if it is for you guys.
I was just as waiting for a fourth member for me.
Is it a fourth member or the Predator player?
Oh yeah, the Predator. Yeah, sorry.
Huh.
Yeah, it's just waiting for a Predator on my end.
We should probably back out.
Don't tell me. Oh, no, wait. It looked like the screen did something right as it backed out.
Xander says, Adam, when filming your cameo for Prey, what was the set like?
Oh man, I wish.
And then he also said, I can't wait to see Adam and Aaron's cameo in Prey.
Well, we do have
Wasn't it a
cameo
plantation?
in a Predator something that's coming out in the next couple months, but it's not Prey.
Jimmy Lee says, I'm a teacher and would absolutely allow my students to do a paper on an Alien or Predator book.
Good job, Jimmy Lee. You're a good teacher. Good on you. I would have loved to have you as a teacher then, because none of my teachers enjoyed it.
Eric says, probably already mentioned, but thoughts on the Predator mask. They personally don't like it. Oh, I love it.
I think
it's really interesting.
Yeah,
I think it's cool.
Again, like
the trailer's still a bit too dark to really clearly see it, but I love the concept. I love the idea of bodies and trophies decorating the mask. It was something I liked about Mr. Black.
Yeah, and it looks like he's adorned with like an alien skull of some kind, which is cool because again, it's one of those universe expanding things, right? And it reminds me again of some of the recent stuff we've seen, like Ultimate Shaman, like Alpha Predator, that they do that. So it's cool to see it on a movie finally.
I wonder where that one came from. I wonder if that was ADI pitching them that concept, or if Dan went to them with wanting to do something like that.
Yeah, you always wonder about that, like how much input the director had versus the creature design guys. I think a lot of it's just showing them a whole bunch of different stuff, and the director's like, "This is cool, I like this," or "I don't know about this, maybe go." With
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
Well, with it being, I mean, it reminded both me and you of early Wolf concept art, so I kind of wonder if they pulled out some of the stuff that they designed in the past and wanted to do but couldn't, and gone, how about some of these?
Caleb also mentioned the, I guess, primeval predator in the Legendary Encounters game wears another predator skull on its head, like as a hat.
I like the idea of the predator's mask being there, and then you can see the mandibles working underneath it.
I kind of, like, I really love the Elder Mask in AVP, and I really love Ahab.
It just doesn't feel practical.
Yeah, and it's the same for like what you were just saying there with the with being able to see the mandibles under it. It's like, yeah, but
it's like, why? It's like, yeah, it's cool, but why? I mean, but I like the idea at the same time, but it feels like it's just counterintuitive.
I mean, we've seen a few predator masks that have the exposed mandibles.
Yeah, but it's not functional as a mask, is it? I mean,
yeah.
I mean, it couldn't be pressurized, yeah, but I mean,
he's up there. I just saw him in the.
We saw it on Elder Predator and AVP, and we saw it on Ahab.
Xander says we're playing Sasquatches, Adam. I'd be up for that. I'd get in a Sasquatch suit.
Well, here's the thing. Me and Kalen were talking about it yesterday, and we think that maybe that CGI bear is actually going to be Sasquatch, and he's going to be replaced in the movie, and it's going to be a bait and switch. So,
I mean, I'd be all up for that.
I would too.
No, that will not happen.
No, I don't think it's going to happen. But
no, it's not. I did say yesterday also after seeing that trailer, there's no Sasquatch vibes in this.
Yeah. Although, you know, I have done some voice work for an Alien project before.
You have? I didn't know that.
Yeah, me and Chevy did some bits for Alien: The Adara Files, I think it was called. That was a long time
Oh,
ago.
that was like a fan project, wasn't it?
Say again?
That was a fan project, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's fan projects. I'm not talking real stuff.
Or did you...
Get out of here with this real shit.
Well, you know what I mean. Official productions.
Oh, they fixed... Did they fix this map? Maybe? I don't know. This map was like unnaturally bright for a while.
Like more cars are inside. Here. Access to nearby terminal.
Maybe they didn't. I don't know. Still kind of bright.
Stand by while I look around for where they moved the body.
There's some every time. Some ammo down here. Zachary Rice says, I really liked AVP when it came out. And really liked it. Also liked Requiem, but I didn't realise how dark it is outside of the theatres. Well, that's because apparently the wrong print got used for the home releases.
Well, it's not only that, it's that the color correction was messed up on. Like, you compare that trailer color correction, which in my opinion is just how they should have done it, because it looked awesome, versus what we got, even on like a blue screen or a Blu-ray with a bright screen, and it's just not as good. Now, some people have posted a streaming version of the movie lately that seems to have some improved brightness.
I've not brought myself to punish myself like that yet, and watch it.
Where's the streaming at?
On
I guess International Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Oh. I wonder if it's like that on Hulu since it's
Yeah,
on Hulu.
they're-
all the Predator
all the
movies
Predators
just
are on
came
Hulu.
out now. Just the other day they added them. Oh shit! Really?
The
Yeah,
Predator is
that's
still
ridiculous.
is fuck. Damn.
Jamin asked, "Do you think we'll get Alien Isolation
The-
2?" Probably not. Unfortunately.
Nah, I think the ship sailed on that a long time ago.
Although I guess the team of Alien Isolation is working on a new original sci-fi shooter, so I'm stoked for that. Whenever they reveal it.
Please no. Hello? Voodoo. Can you hear me? Voodoo.
Mr. Legendary Stinson says, just watch the leaked trailer. Other than not being fully subtitled, I think it looks great. And even that's a nitpicky thing on my end. Yeah, the subtitle thing, I was always curious about that. Like, are they going to go full apocalypto? But at the end of the day, they want it to be accessible. You know, like...
Yeah, I think the people that are upset that it's not were high expectations. You got your hopes up too high.
As cool,
So-
as cool as that would be, normies out there, you got a lot of them that are like, I won't
Yeah.
watch a movie that's black and white. I won't watch a movie that I have to read
Yeah.
subtitles with.
No.
So, they don't want to lose that
I
audience.
remember trying to show my mom Pan's Labyrinth, and the moment the subtitles kicked in, she was like, "Nope." I was like, "Oh, come on."
know.
She just couldn't do it, and I was like, "Okay." Yeah, that's it.
I think we've got a lot better with that, though. I mean, just remember the splash that Squid Games made.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But still,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's true.
those streaming platforms, well, I guess that's the case with Hulu too, right? I mean, it's a streaming platform. They can go for a more niche audience, and something can be super successful while not having the same mainstream appeal. But I guess when a show was that successful, I guess you'd have to say it had mainstream appeal, even though it was subtitled. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like the movie Valkyrie, right? Where they're all like Germans in World War II, but they're just speaking English. Like, it's just done for accessibility.
Don't they start out in German and transition to English,
Do they?
like the Red October? I think the Hunt for Red October does
That's
that,
right.
and I thought that
Hunt for
movie
Red
could.
October does that too. Yeah, that's super weird. Like,
And I wonder if maybe that's how it happens in this movie. Like,
because she
maybe
just
they
talked
do
to her
that.
dog in Native American.
Yeah.
A bit. Yeah.
Maybe the dog's the only one that understands the language.
J-Man says, plus, do you guys think we'll get something like the Hadley's Hope experience from Aliens in Aliens Fireteam Elite? Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Like, one of the things they tease in that image they posted recently is Pala Station. And I think that could be a perfect opportunity to have a Hadley's Hope looking complex to really give us that Aliens vibe in the Aliens game.
Lucy says, will we be covering Fireteam Elite if the new campaign or DLC comes out June 7th as previously suggested? June 7th suggested?
Did they?
Lucy,
So
where'd
2 days.
that date come from? Is it actually dated on the report?
That would be interesting. Yeah, you should take a look. Maybe
I'm just having a quick look now.
Alien Isolation 2, Isolationer, and Isolation 3 still isolated.
Yeah, it's June 7th, 2202 on the report.
So a little bit
That'd be cool.
longer to go then.
But June 7th, I mean, when's that? That's a Tuesday. Do we normally get content drops on the Tuesday?
That would be
Yeah.
surprising. I figured that would probably drop around the first anniversary and we get season 4 first, before the campaign expansion. But maybe we'll get it earlier than expected. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's not on the roadmap, is it? So it could come at any bloody point.
That's true. Yeah. Caleb says, I just watched a brief bit of AVPR on Disney Plus, and it doesn't look too much brighter than I remember it looking on my DVD. Yeah, I don't know. People have just been saying that, and I did.
Maybe their TVs were brighter.
Yeah, I did track down a few images, and it does look at least a little brighter than the Blu-ray. Maybe the DVD didn't have that problem. Maybe it was just a Blu-ray problem.
Your orders are to ascertain the scope of the shipment and then blow it to hell.
Mr. Legendary Stinson says, it blows my mind that we still haven't gotten a great Bigfoot horror movie. I remember one with Lance Henriksen. There have been a few.
Yeah, it was called. I think it was called Sasquatch.
Was it? Yeah, there've been a few direct to DVD ones. I think one was called Primal, wasn't it?
Yeah. Sasquatch was the name of the Lance Henriksen movie. Yeah, it's like set near my hometown or something like that.
Primal Rage.
It just reminded me. Have you seen the news about Raised by Wolves not being picked up for season 3 on HBO?
That happens so much these days. Promising shows get canceled after 1 or 2 seasons.
But they're doing
a meaning to watch, and I never got around to it.
They're doing a campaign push to try and get it picked up elsewhere, which
just like The Expanse did.
But I really hope Amazon would do it because they've got a slot for sci-fi now.
With The Expanse ending, yeah.
Yeah.
Did that end?
And it's not. Ending? No, it ended. I've not got to that point in the book. But my understanding is that it's like a natural sort of point for them to end because there's like a 40-year time gap between the book that season's based on and the next book. So, yeah, I completely understand why they did it. Oh, damn. I got downed by a barrel. Damon says, I just thought it would be cool if we had a mechanic in Fireteam Elite where we could possibly be overwhelmed by xenomorphs and one of the players could get taken away to the hive. Well, we recently revisited a game that did exactly that in our last Let's Play that got uploaded to the channel. That was something from Alien Thanatos Encounter. I'd be all up for seeing some sort of mechanic or game mode.
For a death wish. Sorry.
Yeah, he does have a death wish. Yep, second winded.
Is he trying to be our friend? We're just killing him.
We don't make friends with predators, we only juice them.
Pop them in the blender.
He's just jumped around the perimeter.
What do you guys think about a game mode where you would have to rescue people from a hive for fire team?
Yeah, yeah.
Back over there. Okay. That would be cool. Was that a thing in Infestation as well, or no? Or just...
Yeah, it was a mechanic in Infestation, yeah.
There's a connex inside that should be what we're looking for.
Pretty much exactly the same as it was in Thanatos. When you died, your character got took to the hive, and you had so long to go
Oh, he's down.
rescue them.
Downed.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
AI.
I think he just quit out. 'Cause he didn't even... Oh, no, he's still here.
Encountered a classified anomaly that must be taken into our custody. Hold your position and protect the body at all costs.
Xander says Amazon is doing Blade Runner 2099, so it's possible. Yeah, that's true. They are doing that. So
Wait,
I mean,
what?
that's the new Blade Runner TV show.
Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
Is it live action?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, really, Scott.
I did
So-
not hear about that.
So it also
What?
means there's a relationship between Amazon and Scott Free there as well. You know, because they were doing they were doing Raised by Wolves.
How did I miss this news? I'd only known about the anime that I still haven't watched.
I liked it. I thought the anime was pretty good.
I haven't got around to watching it yet. I'm not that big on Blade Runner.
I love it.
Are there any, like, Blade Runner fan sites, or is it mainly just the Perfect Organism guys?
I have no idea.
I guess they're just a podcast, though. They don't really run a fan site.
Good job, soldiers. This specimen is in excellent condition.
Xander House says, feel like that would be a Dead by Daylight game. Aliens hunt down people for the hive. You know, I've been playing some Dead by Daylight with Mr. Calum, and I actually quite enjoy that game. I'm still hoping for an alien cameo for that, because it's one of the most requested killers.
The one people thought was going to be an alien thing turned out to be Resident Evil, didn't it?
Yeah, now they're doing a second Resident Evil chapter, and they have this original monster coming out, which looks weird.
Hang on. Zachary Rice says he's out of the chat, but be watching. Have a good weekend. But thanks for joining us in the chat, Zach, and chat to you next time.
Yep, thank you, and take it easy.
Take care,
Anyway,
guys.
sorry, you were saying, Adam, about Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, just that I've been enjoying it, and I hope, you know, Alien's been licensed out to Mortal Kombat and to Fortnite, so I hope they do it. I hope it finally makes its way to that game, because I think the Demogorgon from Stranger Things showed that a xenomorph could be done well in that game, because that was the first, like, really monstrous creature killer they had, and it worked pretty well. And that game is still super popular. It's like one of the most watched games on Twitch, and it's like 5 or 6 years old now.
Caleb says, I remember that one of the pitches for one of those Alien games before we heard about Disney was something like what we were just talking about.
Like a Hadley's Hope thing? Right?
You can, I think that's what he's getting at. I
Yeah.
can't remember what that would have been. I'm gonna have a quick look actually while
I was
you.
thinking that would have been a good sequel for Isolation, one that doesn't focus on Amanda Ripley, and it's like Aliens Isolation, and you're playing as a colonist in the downfall of Hadley's Hope. Like, that would have been a cool project.
Well, I remember at one of the expos, I think it was Gary Napper, was talking about how he thought. No, he wanted to do an Alien 3 style one because they talked about it at the studio and they thought that like having Newt would be a little unfair to do like an Aliens one because it'd have to be Newt to survive. And they thought it'd be really unfair, like all the deaths and stuff.
Oh, this is a good question for Aaron. Mr. Legendary Stinton, what is your anticipation level for the next 2 Alien novels after Colony War?
I'm looking forward to Inferno Falls quite a lot.
Inferno's Fall.
Inferno's Fall. And a large part of that's because we know Clara was involved in it. So, that's supporting our buddy. Zula's back. I love Zula. It sounds like there's neomorphs on the cover as well, and I love me some neomorphs. So I'm really looking forward to Inferno's Fall.
Yeah, You gotta
What's the
judge
one after?
every book on its own merits, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's two more. There's the Vasquez
This
one, and then
enemy,
there's
yeah.
Enemy of My Enemy.
Enemy of my enemy. Vasquez's thing,
Sounds weird.
I'm dubious
Sounds
about.
super retconny.
Yeah.
Such a target has been identified, and your team's being
So I mean, don't get me wrong. I try not to really form any opinions before I read them. I don't even really read the previews, but not that they normally drop that early these days anymore. I'll give it an honest go, and if it's good, it's good, and if it's not, it's not. But it is one of those ones where I raised my eyebrow when I read the synopsis. It's like, and I'm just like, just leave Vasquez alone. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
There's enough of her family members running around. She's worse than, well, nearly as bad as Ripley relations.
Yeah, because we had one
With-
in River of Pain, right? Or no, Sea of Sorrows.
Yeah, so we've got Alan Decker, Amanda, and Ellen. With Vasquez, we've got Vasquez, her nephew from Aftermath,
And now her kids.
her niece from the Clone Marines comic, and now her kids in Aliens Vasquez.
Like her whole family's just fighting.
It's
aliens,
like-
yeah.
So-
Xander says, "I didn't care for Black Lotus. I'm sorry.
Starting to
I'm
feel like-
glad that you like it. That's okay, man. I mean, opinions wouldn't be interesting if we all shared them."
Alien characters are starting to be like the Skywalker characters. Everybody's connected to them. Every story's got to take place around them.
We've still got other original characters out there that could be explored. I mean, we've
Yeah,
got Brackett
exactly.
and Paris rolling around out there somewhere, and we've got Hoop. Bring back Hoop.
Ooh.
And I know I just said about Ripley, but I'd still love to see Ripley 8
Yeah.
done justice
Oh
with.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I thought Decker should have been a relation to Ripley 8, and I think it's stupid that and I say this loving Jim Moore, because I do love Jim Moore, but the decision not to make Decker related to Ripley 8 to explain, like, you know, some of the empathy, the connection that he had, was just a giant wasted opportunity, and I don't understand why they didn't go down that route. I think that would have added all of the dimensions to that story. Oh hell, even Wilkes and Billy are still out there.
Yeah.
It just happened to look like.
I almost heard what you said.
Hunter says, "Funny you say that. Isolation has a huge following on TikTok. Does it? Did the kiddies finally experience that game now that it's on phones?" Yeah, I still haven't joined TikTok.
More than
World.
children on that app.
I know Mike has joined TikTok World. But yeah, there's some TikTok videos I see that are super amusing, and I'm like, should I just join? I don't know, but
It's more than just kids. You don't. The algorithm will not show you the kids stuff if you don't look for it. So like, if you look for
Right, it's
alien
nearby.
stuff, it'll show you a lot of alien stuff.
I'm just
So I
saying
can-
it
I
is
can believe it,
primarily
but-
a Gen Z platform as opposed to
No, not anymore, dude. Not anymore.
no?
Seriously, I'm not kidding. It's like a YouTube for a lot of people.
All my information's not gonna go to China.
Let's burn that too.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. I think there's a U.S. branch now, but I don't know. I don't. Do you read the fine print for everything you sign up for?
No, that's a good point.
Yeah. See. Yeah. I mean.
White Abaddon
No,
says,
there's. Oh, go ahead.
So White Abaddon says, I'm looking forward to Infernus 4, mostly due to the Neomorphs, the rumour of the border bombings, which makes me happy as well. As for Enemy of My Enemy, I'm not sure yet. I adore the title. See, I hate the title. I've been very disappointed with a lot of Titan's recent titles. Colony War and Rift War and Enemy of My Enemy. It sounds like high school level fanfic titles to me.
Yeah.
And Xander's reminding us that Hicks is still out there, according to Colonial Marines.
Children and Mike.
Yeah, right.
To be fair, Hicks is still alive according to the Gibson timeline.
I've got this. Cover me.
And Colonial
Enemy
Marines,
spotted.
because that's canon.
Yeah, we just mentioned Colonial Marines at him.
Oh.
Pay attention, goddammit!
Where were you?
See, okay, this is always weird in this game, right? When you burn the drug boxes, you get these weird rainbow lights here, and I'm like,
Yeah, rainbows
I'm
come
like,
out of it. I never noticed that.
am
until
I
this
just
last
getting
time.
high from inhaling the fumes here, close to these burning drugs?
Yes.
Because doesn't, like, Zeus say that once? He's like, don't get too close to the drugs while they're burning, or something.
Rendezvous at the exfil coordinates and prep for extraction.
Mission complete. Get to the chopper.
I would really, really like. So, talking about the books and talking about Gibson's thing, I would really like them to do Speaks' script as a book.
Nothing's wrong with Gen Z, Xander. In a lot of ways, they're probably like smarter than millennials in terms of like tech and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, you should see some of those edit apps editing they do in those apps. Like some of those video edits these kids are doing in TikTok, though. I'm like, holy crap! What the hell?
It's very normal for
In-camera edit.
older generations to poke fun at the younger, but at least we don't have actual malice for you like the boomers do for us.
Yeah.
But sorry, Aaron.
I think that's because we understand because we were the first generation to have it.
What were you saying, Aaron?
I was just saying, talking about like the Gibson stuff. I would really love to see Speaks' scripts get that kind of treatment. So I rewatched Prometheus today.
Oh, how was it?
Still frustrates the hell out of me.
Shit. Okay, incoming.
It frustrates the hell out of me, so I'm like, that's why I was thinking about Speaks' thing, because I still think Speaks' scripts were far better and more coherent. And I'm like, I want to see him given that kind of attention. But the Alien Engineers and 01 Genesis, you know, I still have a problem with how the aliens were treated at the end. You know, it's still Covenanty in that fashion. But as an entire package, I just think it works a hell of a lot better than Prometheus does. And I'd just like to see him get some love in that regard.
Yeah, because I'm sure he wasn't a fan of, you know, Lindelof coming in and writing all over his stuff. So it would be cool to see some of those. And that was the thing I really liked about that last era of Dark Horse, right? Was they were starting to get into that stuff. And I really hope that's continued into Marvel. And Titan has done it a bit as well with Alien 3. So hopefully, as you said, we'll get a novel with that.
Speaking of Marvel, have you read the last issue?
Oh, is that out?
Issue 12's out, and then we've got obviously the annual, which will be his last comic.
They got the throat worm aliens or whatever the hell those things are.
The little wormy things.
Did you see LaRocca did a Predator?
Yeah, cover art. It looked alright. I'm
It
surprised
did.
you haven't. I'm surprised you haven't been and done the Photoshop tracing thing on it.
It wasn't super obvious like the aliens ones were, so I was almost like, wow, did he actually draw something for once? But yeah, I didn't really have any immediate recognition of something he took that from, except the plasma caster was the AVP plasma caster. But I mean, that's whatever, you know, who cares?
Yeah.
It's when the whole thing is just ripped from something that's super lazy.
I did end up being right about my theory about the Jane in the comic, though. I won't say spoilers here, but it's the same as the first one, where they do interesting things with the narrative and some of the elements that I quite like. So I'm actually looking forward to sitting down and giving it a read in one go. Oh, Andrew Otaku, I disagree with you there, mate. Hot take, I prefer Prometheus to Covenant. Nope. Do not.
I think there's some things Prometheus does better. But yeah, overall it's a hard choice for me.
It's an easy choice for me.
I like
Covenant
how
every day.
David was more nuanced in Prometheus. And I don't know, like Prometheus.
I like him being a flat out villain. I enjoy both takes on it, and obviously we can't not give Prometheus props for bringing David to the franchise. I think he's one of the best things of the last 10 years. I do. Him and Fassbender.
As much as I don't like what those movies did with the lore, I can't deny they had some really good casts, and even though some of the characters did frustrating things, they were interesting, and they were interesting movies. Like, I can still go back and watch those movies and see new things, and like, wow, this is amazing looking. You know, they put a lot into this in terms of production design and art design and all that stuff. The only one where like I have a genuine hard time returning to it now is the Predator, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
And AVPR for me.
Oh no, for me.
Yeah, me too.
Caleb says, such a shame we never got the Predator original screenplay comic they had in the works. Yeah, that's always going to be a kick in the teeth. Especially because it turned out to be a lot more different than the film. You know, we got to speak to the writer behind that comic, and, you know, they told us about some of the differences in that screenplay that it was based on, and yeah. They've got all the scripts, you know, it was written. And do you remember what he told us? Were the like first 2 issues completed art-wise?
Yeah. I think that's what he said. And I mean, if that's already done, just finish it, Marvel. Come on. Hunter says, it's funny, TikTok has introduced AVP to a whole new generation of fans. Is that true? That's kind of cool. You know, recently I was in a grocery store and I saw like a group of teens, and one of them just had an Alien shirt, and I was like, oh, they still like it. They still like this old franchise. And my friend, his daughter is like really into Aliens, and he sent me a video of them playing Fireteam Elite together. It's like, oh, the youngins like Aliens. That's so touching. Like, they still like it. And
But I mean, end of the day, we were all introduced to the. Well, actually, I don't know about Mikey. I can't remember. But me and you were introduced to the franchise from a young age.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was very young. I finally saw it in my early teens, but I had been interested in it for many years before that, but was too afraid to dive in.
And it was funny, in Vegas, too, I was just in this casino, and I was wearing an AVP shirt because I was going to this movie prop museum that day. And this group of older people, one of them just looks at me and he's like, Alien versus Predator, great franchise. And I'm like, yeah, I agree.
Damn right. Here's my business card. Oh, somebody at work actually stopped me the other day, and she was like, "Oh, I've been listening to your podcast." I was like, "Oh, I didn't know you were a fan." I was like, "Oh, please don't tell me about listening to my podcast, though. I hate you."
That's awesome. I hate you all at my work. Is that what you were going to say?
No, I hate it when people I know tell me stuff like that. Like, I hate it when my missus tells me she was listening to some of them. I was like, oh, cringe.
Embrace it. Embrace it.
Cringe.
It's your full, truest self. Embrace it.
I don't mind it. I mean, the guy who I guested on, he does like a cult films podcast. He just said he listened to our full 3-hour Alien 3 podcast. He was like, oh, you guys had a really good discussion and a lot of good points.
Actually, listening to that recently made me think perhaps we should do extended series where we talk specific things. Because we get sidetracked so much in those big retrospectives, you know.
Yeah, we do.
You're a fucker for it.
Yeah, I am. We could do a better, like, here's the agenda or something. I don't know.
Oh,
you can also put timestamps on YouTube.
Yeah,
oh, I'm not fucking doing that. I'm not doing that.
Oh, man.
It's not that hard, actually. I figured out how to do it.
Plasma spam.
You just type it in. Damn it. I'm dead, too.
Yeah, there's just 2 of us behind the the thing here.
Alright, I'm coming for you.
I'm looking at this LaRocca cover, and I feel like it might be kind of traced. It looks
I'm
so
sure
familiar,
it
and I
is.
can't
It's just
place where I know it from, but it
Oh,
looks
Adam
familiar.
is looking at us. He's looking at
It's
us.
right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't mark him. He's right. Yeah, it's.
We are, Camshat, we are indeed playing against Dagonston forever.
He's just playing with me.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm stuck. Okay.
I'm reading the flat line. Keep it together, Voodoo. Got some help for you, Voodoo. Just make it to this location on your map.
That's right, Predator. Run away. Tables have turned. He is now the hunted.
Check the foreman's office and
Am I crazy in thinking that the Predator's body
I'm gonna
is...
go after you guys.
Camshat says there are only a few regulars left, and good old tryhards are most of them. Yeah, that's the thing about playing a game that this long into its lifespan, that's seemingly on its way out, is the people left playing are the diehards who are going to spank your face in. It's not always friendly.
And it's a shame, Comshot. We were talking about it earlier, but we were just saying how disappointing the last two DLCs have been for this game. And I still think if they would have given this game more love and effort, it could have been something like Dead by Daylight, where it lasts for like 4 or 5 years. I mean, it still has an active player base, and we could find Clash, so there's still people playing this game. And I'm still hoping for a Prey tie-in, but unfortunately, they've just really not been on their game with the last few DLCs. They've just been extremely bare bones.
Legendary Stinson saying, I actually really like it when the podcasts have a casual conversation vibe that goes on tangents as opposed to being more strictly on a topic.
Where is this guy?
I mean, to be fair, we don't normally structure the podcasts overly anally, do we?
No.
But, I mean,
He's out here.
more my point was we don't always get to finish a conversation.
Mike.
Oh shit! Sorry, I was
Like,
doing
what are
some
you doing?
serious research.
You're just standing
I was
looking at
doing
the wall.
research.
We have a predator here.
I was doing research. I was trying to find LaRocca's tracing.
No time for
I
that.
sent you some photos on.
This is a war
I
zone.
sent you some photos on Discord. I have to prove him as a fraud.
Oh, he's already proven himself as that plenty.
I know.
But I would be interested to see, so I'll check this out. It sounds
I'm
like he's
really
killing
looking
pigs
forward-
Again, so let's get.
I'm
let's get
really
on this
looking forward to
objective.
seeing the new guy.
Yeah, I've checked out some of his art already, and it looks pretty good. So, I have to see how he handles aliens, because that's always the question.
It'd be nice if all our whinings actually made a
Been
difference there. Yeah. Be nice if that's why he's been replaced.
You fall behind, you're on your own.
And we've not seen any of the interior artwork for the Predator yet either, so that'll be exciting as well.
Yeah. And hopefully they announce AVP one of these days.
After we've seen the Predator.
Plan a transponder
sure.
to guide in the choppers.
Because that's going to be interesting in itself, because that's more of a...
Is there... Oh, how did he get me down so fast?
The axe, it needs to be nerfed.
I'm on you.
I know
didn't know he
Predator
used the
mains,
axe.
I know, be mad at me. But yes, his axe is cheap as fuck. I'm sorry.
I'll watch if you want to get him up.
Yeah, I'm on him.
Calm shot, yeah, I would love to play again sometime.
Okay. Oh, he's right here. Just standing right next to me for a second. Ah, AI.
Oh, yeah, he killed me.
Do we have to stay here with this?
I'm surprised you ever uninstalled Predator Underground's calm shot. Shot's one of those hunting grounds influencers. Oh,
Ah! Yeah, this is gonna not go very well. Just being a dick.
Camshot says I don't think that was the case. I think he's talking about
what
LaRocca
am I?
here.
I'm stuck on.
He wasn't replaced in his Star Wars run, even though the Star Wars fans are more vocal and greater in number.
I don't think he's doing that anymore, though. I know he was on Darth Vader for a long time. And yeah, his artwork was even lazier in Star Wars. It was really terrible. I don't know, is he doing like a different Star Wars comic now? All I know is he was on Darth Vader for many issues. Thank you for the F, Sissy. Yeah, that Predator wasn't messing around. I want to do another clash.
Okay.
Yeah, Valkyrie was a really cool one, but I think, you know, like you were asking before, Aaron, I think my favorite original Predator they did was Cleo. I think her design was just super cool.
I like any of the historically influenced ones, to be fair. I mean, I'm not massively on the samurai one because it's a little overly ornate for me. But like, I love the Viking one. Valkyrie, I think, is amazing. I think with Cleopatra, it was weren't they a weird telescoping effect that I actually really liked? Was it the shoulder cannon? Does she have something special about the way the shoulder?
Her little shoulder pad here, it like all folds back to let the shoulder cannon out. Like that's the thing I'm talking about, is those little details where it's like, wow, they actually put in some effort into that. As opposed to Emissary, where it's just, oh, let's just reuse the Cleo plasma caster and reuse Jungle Hunter's gauntlet here instead of making the one that he has in the movie, or he would have had in the movie.
I like it on the Valkyrie because it reminds me of Stargate as well, the movie.
Yeah, it does kind of look like those. What are they called?
The way they did the effect. Yeah. Well, not in the movie.
Oh,
not
yeah,
in the
that
movie.
wasn't until the show. It was just raw.
Hey, I've brought the last few cards I need for my trading card game collection for Stargate. I'm super happy.
Nice. I didn't even know there was one for Stargate.
Yeah, it lasted 3 sets. It was fun.
Any new projects now that MGM's getting bought by Amazon? Is there hope again?
No, we don't know. We know Brad Wright wrote a new pilot, and but that's about it.
Let's ready up. Man, this FT Junior guy he really likes Reading. Huh?
Did you ever make anything from the cookbook, by the way? Because I know we talked about doing something, but I looked through it. I'm like, these are so fucking boring.
Yeah, they.
You should do a video with an apron on and a chest burst around it or something.
Oh, that would make
We,
a
we
good
were
video.
we were gonna do a cooking
Yeah,
cook-off,
we were gonna
but
do a cook-off. That's a good idea. You guys want
but
to
they
see
were
that?
so boring. It's so boring.
I
Yeah.
think
I
you
don't-
can make it funny if you edit it right. You can make it funny. I'll
No.
edit that for you. I could definitely edit that for
Ugh.
you. I can make it hilarious.
I don't want to have to super
Sound effects and all.
clean my my thing either.
Yeah, head Vita. I've earned negative level 1 again. Hopefully it lets me pick my loadouts. I know sometimes nope, they're all blocked. Great. Guess I'm gonna
Cornbread
scout.
cook-off, Sizzy says.
You'll find out.
Okay, I've got to ask. Oh my god, let me mute that wanker first. Okay, I've got to ask. Have any of you actually had cornbread? Is that really like a frequent thing in America?
That was like in elementary schools growing up. They had that all the time.
We have it on Thanksgiving. We had it on Thanksgiving a lot in my family.
Is it actually nice?
Depends on the cornbread.
If it depends on it depends.
Not good cornbread.
I've had some of them can taste like you're eating a sponge, and some of them can taste really flavorful and like good.
Yeah, it's like a bread cake, kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like a little cakey thing if you did it right. Yeah.
So is it actual bread then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is meatloaf bread, or is that just...
No, meatloaf is like ground.
It's like a meat bread though.
It's like a loaf of bread made out of meat. I've never liked meatloaf. It's fucking weird.
I am not a fan of meatloaf myself.
I'd be all over a block of bread-shaped meat.
It's not the same.
School cornbread was terrible. Yes, it was. But it did rear its ugly head a lot in school.
Yeah.
I want to try it just because,
Because the movie, yeah.
Yeah.
We should send you some.
I can't even be a predator because of the bug. Can I be hunter at least? No, because that's level 0 and I'm level -1. Great game. Okay, there we go.
Nicely done, Squire.
Well, thank you.
Look, Andrew Attacker, there's no need to take piss. I'm British. I don't know what the weird American food actually is.
Hey, you guys have like weird stuff too, like beans on toast and stuff.
Yeah.
Is that not a thing for you guys?
No, that's like...
Not that I'm aware of.
for us.
Boy's definitely got a cornbread up his ass.
Corn cob.
Corn cob. You don't like the cornbread either.
Apparently moist cornbread is delicious.
Yes. If it's like not a brick, it is.
If
Well,
it's,
my
like,
mouth
the
is
worst
watering
is when
thinking
it's-
about good cornbread.
The worst is when it's like dry. Yeah, that's when it's
Dry, spongy, and flavorless. When it's got like when it bursts with flavor and it's like moist and it. Oh my god. God, my mouth is just watering now. Shit.
Are they quitting too? Yeah.
And I didn't have really good cornbread until way later in life, and it is very good when you've had good cornbread.
There's the problem with Clash. Everybody quits. Everybody gets salty and quits. They need to have like penalties for quitting Clash. Or just quitting in general in this game. Like make it so you get a timeout for matchmaking or something. Other games do that.
White Band says, I always liked how the Predator would roar when you healed in EVP2. Liked that the sound was reused in the pre-trailer.
I think that's just a standard Predator roar. That's
I feel like it's a
Around.
predator roar, yeah.
More bread. More bread. Oh, I see what you did.
Oh, is he making a Morbius stroke?
Yeah, that's so funny that movie just flopped twice.
God.
The studio's like, oh, it's a meme. It must be popular now. Let's re-release it in theaters. Oh wait, no, people were just making fun of it.
I've still not watched it.
I'm not going to watch it.
I'm going to when I can be bothered.
Andrew Otaku says, warmed up with a bit of honey and butter is the best. Yeah, that is.
Yep, there you go. That's that. Yeah. Oh my God, that honey and butter. Oh my gosh. I wish I could have that right now.
Just ready to eat.
I'm hungry right now too. It's about lunchtime. Love me some cornbread. Also like banana bread. Oh God, get the right person to make that.
Banana bread sounds fucking disgusting to me.
Yeah, I used to not like it, and then I had the right.
Yeah.
You get the right person to make it, or you get it the right place, and it is like just like the cornbread thing. Like, oh my God, so good.
I'm not even that big on bananas.
Yeah, same.
Here's another busted thing about Emissary. He has like black texture here. If you get in certain lighting conditions, it just goes full black. It's the same thing that happened with Wolf's Mask too. It's like,
Once you go black, you never go back. Sorry, I couldn't help it.
until you get patched, hopefully.
I'm
Looks like
Dementia
you're wearing
says.
black pants.
I'm Dementia
Black heart
says.
and
So,
black tank top.
so how the Predator leaps here? Is it just for this game's maneuvering, or can they really leap that far? Well, I mean, we're seeing some agility in that trailer, in the Prey trailer.
Yeah, that's what I hope we see more of. Is more Predator agility,
The Hulk
like that
leaps.
makes them feel really fast.
I think
I mean,
one of their guys
we
is.
kind of saw it in AVPR when he was jumping up the power.
Yeah,
plant.
he jumps pretty high.
But yeah, I mean, part of it's gameplay too. Like AVP2 had like aliens flying across the map. Like we've never seen them do that. Sometimes they just
Yeah, you used to be able to launch yourself across the map in AVP2. Yeah.
He used to have a good double jump. There we are.
Whoa!
Oh. Damn.
That hurt.
Damn.
I still have heals. I should go heal. I want to stay as Predator.
Andrew Tucker says the only movie I'm going to watch in the theatre this year is Jurassic World Domination.
Domination.
I've got my tickets booked.
Domination.
Domination.
What's that one?
Dominion, sorry. Shut up.
Jurassic. That's the next
It
one.
is a stupid name.
Jurassic World Domination.
Jurassic Universe Domination.
In Domination.
I can't read, leave me alone.
But yeah, I'm seeing that next week. I guess I'm seeing like a Q&A, so I wonder if it'll.
I might be seeing it on Tuesday.
Or what? I'm sure it'll be just as ridiculous as the last two, but I am looking forward to seeing the Legacy cast. back.
Well, I've read some reviews and they're saying it's like.
I've heard mixed
Kind of-
opinions. I've heard
it's just as bad, and I've heard it's all right.
I've heard it's the best of the Jurassic World films. I've heard it's okay, but it has some problems, and I've heard, wow, this isn't even a movie. This is just a train wreck, and it's worse than the other.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Is it still the same
I'm
guy
gonna go in.
doing it?
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
Colin Trevorrow. He directed the first one. He didn't direct the second one, but I think he wrote the second one.
he wrote the
I
second
think
one.
that's when he was doing work on Star Wars, but he didn't end up directing, and they just brought Mr. JJ back.
That mess. Almost sounds like Jurassic franchise is echoing the Star Wars franchise.
Oh, Predator fight.
Ed Better says Prehistoric Planet is the best Jurassic World movie.
Oh, that was great. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fantastic.
Yay, victory. One more normal match.
Yep.
Yeah. Gonna run to the restroom and grab a beverage. I'll be right back.
Andrew Tucker says,
You can start it.
Yep.
I'd love to see a fight in the movies between two Preds at the top of the game. No plasma caster, just close quarters combat. I wonder how hard that would be to actually choreograph with the suit. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm all for it, and I liked how it was in Predators, but it was very sort of primal, clashy, throw about kind of thing. I'd like to see a well choreographed one with a bit more finesse to like combat styles and skills and
it was
stuff
good
like
in
that.
Predators, and I don't know if I'd even call it a fight in the Predator. It was more just like one wrecking the other one very quickly.
Well, I need to watch Predators again. It's been a little while. I love that film so much.
Yeah, that's a good one. Sizzy Bubbles loves Prehistoric Planet too, so much. Yeah, it was probably the first dinosaur thing where the CG rivaled the Jurassic films. Like it's that good, if not better. Like the CG is just unbelievable, and the actual cinematography too of like the landscapes, and it's a great series. Definitely the best since Walking with Dinosaurs.
Is it not the same vein?
It is kind of the same vein. It's a little different in that it jumps between perspectives of different dinosaurs, whereas Walking with Dinosaurs, I think, kind of stuck on one per episode. I mean, you'd see a lot of other dinosaurs, but it would be like the story of this dinosaur, whereas this one kind of jumps around a bit more. But it is kind of the same vein, you know, but it's really good. Really solid watch. I think it's been doing really good too. I think the engagement Apple TV has gotten on it. Like you look at the posts they make for that, and they do a lot better than some of their other posts.
I really can't bring myself to get Apple TV. I'm sick of all the bloody services.
Me too. It's getting ridiculous with all the streaming services. I only got it for this show. I might end up watching
It's also
Foundation as well, but
Oh, the Asimov one.
yeah.
Isn't Apple TV the cheapest of all of them?
Yeah, because it's kind of a hybrid. They have their own original content, but they also have a lot of stuff you can purchase on the platform.
Yeah, I think it's like $3 or something, or $4, which is still something.
It all adds up.
I'm gonna keep it for the Godzilla.
And Hulu and Apple TV.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it for the Godzilla series that comes out in a year or so.
Mr. Legendary Stinson, I've seen some really positive Jurassic World Dominion reviews. I'm looking forward to it. Like the first, hated the second, even though I liked the story, but hated the execution. Yeah, the first I thought was fun. I thought it was a little silly. Like, I love the original trilogy. I love The Lost World. That's my personal favorite. And JP3 really grew on me through the years. But I felt like once we got to Jurassic World, it definitely was more of a huge bombastic action movie vibe. Yeah, it felt a lot less grounded than the original trilogy. The first one I thought was quite fun, and the second one had a lot of problems, but I did like the spooky hybrid dinosaur and the big gothic mansion vibe, because I mean it kind of reminded me of Resident Evil, right? You have the secret lab underneath the mansion. Like, there were some things about the second one I enjoyed, but they are sloppy movies. I mean, there's no getting around that. I think honestly the games kind of brought me back into the franchise a bit. Jurassic World Evolution and now Jurassic World Evolution 2. I got deep in those games and I really enjoyed them. So that kind of made me a fan of the franchise again, as well as all the stuff Universal's been doing with their parks. Like, I feel like I'm a bigger fan of the franchise than I am of the new movies. And I'm happy the franchise is back, because it was dormant for like more than a decade, and now it's one of the biggest franchises again.
I mean, same can be said for us with Alien and Predator as well, though. You know, bigger franchise than the last movies. I mean, not for me, obviously, with Alien, but, you know, the Predator.
Yeah. The Jurassic World stuff has never had that much of an expanded universe. Like, you don't get all the novels and comics. Like, you had Jurassic comics back in the day, but the games, I guess, you get. But even that's, like, way less
They're
frequent.
Camp Cretaceous and stuff, though. Like,
Predators.
that's...
Yeah, that's true, but... I
So
mean,
that's a new thing, though, now, isn't it?
yeah.
My missus loves that. We haven't watched the last season yet, though, but...
I've
Yeah.
heard good things, I've just not started it.
I haven't watched the quote-unquote kid shows like that and the Clone Wars, but I keep hearing, like, oh, no, you need to just watch them because they're actually
Clone Wars
really
is
good.
supposed to be amazing.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've not.
I've watched all of them but Clone Wars, the animated ones.
You are weapon free.
Well, and Visions, because I couldn't get on with Visions.
Yeah, I watched 1 or 2 episodes of Visions, and I think I forgot to continue because it never got me. It never grabbed me.
It looks like a cool idea, like Star Wars Animatrix. Like, I don't really shake that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just didn't do anything for me though. Thing. Like, I think I was impressed with some of the animation at one point, but then I was like, okay, what is this? What is this?
I know you.
They were a bit too out there for me.
But have you seen Obi-Wan yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's good. It's got
I'm
a
enjoying
few
it.
issues,
Don't
but
spoil it
it's
for.
good.
Don't be spoiling it for people
I'm
that
not
haven't
spoiling
possibly in the
anything.
chat though.
Only problem I have with Obi-Wan is the choreography of stuff to do with Leia running.
That's the thing everyone
yes.
brings up. Yeah, is like you can't catch this.
Yeah,
kid. Come
I was
on.
like, you just can't grab her arm because they just used some serious frantic editing to make it look way worse than it was, and it was just
Yeah,
poorly
I
poorly
think
done.
it was even more noticeable because they did it 2 episodes in a row. So that was in the
Yeah.
first episode, and it happens again in the second episode. I'm like, are we really doing the you can't catch the kid thing again in the next episode? Like, that's
I
been
didn't love some of the like choreography between the big moment as well too. I thought it was like really like some of it was awesome, and then some of it was like just some shaky camera work. And I was like, oh, okay, that's how we're gonna do this.
White Abaddon.
It's
says there
intense
was a
because the
Jurassic-
camera's shaking.
White Abaddon says there was a Jurassic World book about Claire. However, I haven't read it. I only remembered it even existed today. Yeah, I heard about that one. I think it was kind of a young adult novel, which I mean, those can be good. Look at Alien Echo.
The character, her and Chris Pratt's characters are ones I have just not liked in the movies. There are no Alan Grant and Ellie Sattler, or even Sarah Harding or anything like that. I've never liked them.
They just they felt cliche compared to like
Yeah.
the interesting and grounded characters of the original trilogy. They
Yeah.
felt like here's cliche action man and here's cliche love interest. Actually, here's like
And then in the
super
second movie, they didn't
unlikable
even
corporate lady.
Yeah.
who does not
Yeah.
care that people are dying, and then in the second one, she's a complete like.
She all of a
activist.
sudden cares. Yeah, she cares about the dinosaurs like she always has. Her line in Dominion or whatever the Fallen Kingdom where she's trapped with Chris Pratt. She's like, "Do you remember the first time you saw a dinosaur?" And I'm just
Like-
thinking about Jurassic World where she's like,
She did
I'm a
not
corporate
care less.
person,
She called them
corporate,
assets
corporate,
in the first
corporate.
movie.
Yeah, and I'm like, I do. You didn't give a crap about them. What is this? What is this line delivery you have here? Who are you? Are you the same person I saw in the last movie? Is it because you saw a dinosaur die, and then you're like, oh,
Yeah, she saw the Apatosaurus die, and that changed everything.
which is a good scene in that movie. I just having rewatched that the other night, and I was like, man, this is one of the scenes that I remember because it's well done with the practical effect. It's not super over the top. They've slowed down. It feels quiet and nice, even though you're watching someone die.
Yeah.
It was a nice moment in the movie.
It was, yeah, and it was the only animatronic scene in that first one, and I'm glad they have slowly added the animatronics back in. Oh, I'm gonna get you. Where'd you go?
I think you ran right past me.
There he is.
He's over there.
We go after it. We go after it. If we run, we die.
Oh, I forgot what my bloody buttons are.
Better heal soon, Freddy.
Alright, fire team. That's our good deed for the day. Move to the easy and prep for exfil.
Are you on him? I haven't seen any blood trail.
Yeah, I'm on him. Yeah, I got him. Damn, they take a lot to die in this last moment.
You ugly motherfucker.
Oh my god, I suck at this. Oh, I almost had that. Oh, you got it. Cool.
Been involved in an incident with an otherworldly life form. We're assuming jurisdiction. Guard the body until we arrive and be compensated for your effort. Capture the specimen and
White Abaddon says, I hope we get another young adult alien novel. Echo was a lot of fun, I found. Could do without the over-the-top antagonist, however. Hate Veda says, the best thing about Claire is she directs The Mandalorian. Yeah, she knows how to direct. I'll give her that. Like,
She's a good director. She's a fantastic director.
and she's a good actor, too. Like,
Respect
I liked
from
her
her dad.
in Terminator
Yeah.
Salvation. I know that's...
Yeah, she was great in Black Mirror. That one episode she was in with that like social media episode or whatever it was, or the life rating, social stance. She's great at certain things, but these movies, she's just very unlikable. And her and Chris Pratt both. I mean, there's no one in these movies that I like. Maybe that'll change with Dominion or whatever this one's called. Yeah, Dominion, and
Combination.
we'll see.
I think...
Yeah.
I
It'll be a dick.
Ilphonic needs to add a cooldown to the notify for...
Yeah, that was fucking annoying.
yeah.
sending your payment now.
So,
Oh, come on. One more. We can do one more. Just one.
good for you.
Was he saying something to us?
Yeah. So saying,
Who could
thanks,
be lost?
thanks guys. That's one. Got to get two more. Right, well, pleasure, folk.
No, one more.
Oh, I said one
One
more
more.
last time. No.
Yes. Come
Oh.
on, please.
Oh.
Everyone wants us to stick around. Let's just do one more.
Nobody wants us to stick around.
Everyone? Back
No.
me up here. Back me up here. You want to see one more, right? Ooh. Yeah,
You've not got much backup, mate.
the residual cost. Well, there's a delay in the stream. Come on, guys.
See, people are even dropping off.
See, Kalen wants it.
Jurassic
Kalen
Jurassic
says,
More, Let There Be Domination. Yeah, that sounds like the best of all of them. Yeah.
could a young adult Predator novel work, says White Abaddon. Well, the Marvel comics, I think they have a teen as the main character, or a young adult as the main character.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Some family revenge thing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Go on, one more. Get it going.
One more.
Just do it. Do it.
Do it now.
Do it now. Get out of here. Get out of here. Let's rip your spine out. That's not how he talks. He doesn't talk like that. Come on. Come on. Get out of here. That's not how he talks.
Yeah, see? Now we got more people who want to stick around.
Do it. I want you to stick around.
Stick around.
We're sticking around.
We're a rescue team, not assassins. We just take great pleasure in murdering and spewing one-liners as we do it.
And laughing and smiling. Smiles when he says stick around.
They take improv classes in between missions.
I just rewatched the again the other night too. After the Prey teaser dropped, me and my girlfriend watched Predator, and I always laugh at the delivery of "huh" after he's like, "I ain't got time to bleed." And he's just like, "Huh, you got time to duck?" And I laugh more at the "got time to duck" part with his "huh" more than I laugh at "I ain't got time to bleed." It's such a good movie. So good.
That's a good
It
movie.
is.
Or when Blaine shoots the guy with the minigun in the bird's nest and it just explodes. It just gets me every time too. Just fully an explosion.
They have a short window to upload malware onto that network and create a backdoor into their system. Before that window closes, your team's got to establish terminal access.
It won't let me change my bloody.
And confirm
No?
the upload's complete.
Ugh.
Speaking of that movie, big anniversary coming up. 35th?
5, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 35, I think.
And we have some artwork for that. Some of you may have noticed we've been doing like art for the anniversaries recently. And last year was the 35th for Aliens, and we commissioned Declan Loftus for some alien artwork for that. And we commissioned.
I love Declan.
Yeah, he's great. Is it Declan or?
I
Declan?
used
always thought it was Declan, but Declan, I guess. Yeah.
Well,
Tomato,
I mean, he's
tomato.
Irish, so maybe they say Declan, but I mean, over here we say Declan.
But yeah, we commissioned someone else for the Predator artwork, and it looks fantastic. I'm excited about showing it off. So that's gonna drop on the anniversary.
One shot at this, so stay frosty.
And Sizzy in the chat did
Oh, is he already here?
our Alien Day
No.
artwork based on Fireteam Elite, which was also very nice. And I did some of the pictures for the Alien 3 anniversary that we just
Nobody did a Prometheus tent on it. Predator.
Yeah, well, nobody cares about that movie.
Watch yourselves, Voodoo. You aren't the only ones doing the hunt today.
Rude.
I'm just kidding. I'm sure it has its fans. Did that already happen though? I thought it was
Yeah.
like June.
It was just like yesterday
Did it come out in the UK before
or the other
US?
day.
It came out in the UK
Yeah.
first. Yeah.
Okay, so it hasn't had the US anniversary.
Access and now start searching their database for
That's the only one that matters, apparently, to some people.
15 years for AVPR. It's more important.
Just making me feel old saying all these things.
I know. It's like, was that really 10 years ago? Oh my god.
Where was I 10 years ago? God damn. Look at me now.
Uh-oh. That's no good.
Okay. It'll take me a few seconds. Oh, god damn it. Lost connection. Solar panels must have cut out. Marking the units to reboot.
He's here.
Power back on.
He's here.
What's this clown and fucking get out way?
In here if you want to block
Oh, damn it! It's
I'm going. Keep him distracted. He's on me.
it.
ah, damn it!
Damn it.
That were a barrel. That was.
Yeah.
Mr. Legendary Stinson says I was about to applaud at the first midnight showing of Prometheus. Just as I was about to clap, I realised no one else was going to. That's not really something that... I think that seems to be a your thing more than anything.
Get him.
I think only time I've ever heard clapping in the cinemas over here was Endgame.
It's rare. It happens, but yeah, it's usually Marvel stuff.
It happens a lot more in Hollywood area, like LA. You get it a lot.
Yeah, it doesn't
Got it a
happen-
lot in Seattle
doesn't
too.
happen too much here.
Endgame completely deserved it though.
You know what movie was good? Was the new Top Gun. I just saw that, and I was like, hot damn. That was a good movie.
Why not?
He's here.
Marking a reinforcement location on your map. Power's back online.
Oh damn it!
Yeah.
It damned me again with barrels. Barrels.
Reloading, cover me.
Yeah, Predators is 12 years old. Yeah,
Almost have it. Stand by.
it was
We're gonna
2010, wasn't
celebrate
it?
5-year anniversary. Ah, damn it.
Yeah, I decided I'm not doing all the anniversaries.
I have 8 health. I need my heals. Oh, here we go.
I'm sitting next.
I don't know if he's
Oh,
nearby.
God, that's me. Yep.
Oh, got me just as I got up.
Second one did him. Son of a bitch.
Vincent loved Prometheus that much. Oh, you are one of few people. Get him! Get him!
Almost in. I'm going for reinforce.
Okay.
You can be.
You want me to spam the alert button?
No, please don't. Oh, there he is. Feed on that.
I don't think he had. Knock him out the
Where are you
tree.
going, huh?
A pig floating
Feed on
right
my
there.
bullets, not the pig.
That poor pig.
I will find him. I will find him.
He's up here with me. Oop. That?
Oh, shit. Well, at least now you'll come back.
Well. Yeah. Good job, bud. Circle.
Brent.
Yes.
Let's finish the mission.
This instance says, I hate the space jockeys being engineers, but I've sort of made my peace with it.
Yeah, that's
Like,
kind of where I'm at too.
I love the engineers, but I don't love them being the space jockeys. So I'm clinging to that fan theory of them just imitating.
It's because when we were first getting into the fandom era and like that for like 10 years, we always thought of them as something else, and that was kind of the fun, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody had their crazy ideas
Yeah.
of what they were, and you saw them a little bit in the comics and in AVP2, like to explore their ruins and stuff and just wonder like what the hell were these things, and for them to just be like, oh, they're humans, just white, tall, big albino dudes. I'm like, what? Like, they even kind of say that in the documentary for Prometheus. They were like, we all thought Ridley was crazy, but then we saw like how right he was. It's like, no, you didn't. Come on.
No, you didn't. You're being paid to say that. Tell us what you really think.
I don't get me. I still like them though as their own thing.
Yeah, in its own sci-fi movie, and that was always the thing with
No, I don't
Prometheus,
even
like-
mean that. I don't even mean that. Because I think they're creepy as hell,
I like 'em.
and they work for me, and
Yeah.
I like the idea of expanding out further.
And the whole dynamic of they're still an active civilization that you really need. It's like it gets rid of the whole like ancient Lovecraftian.
They're just imitators.
Countermeasures are down. Get back to the safe house and start the upload. One of you will need to stay in range to monitor the... Oh, fuck. I think they're onto us. Hostiles inbound.
Where the hell is he? There he is.
They jumped over.
Just jumped in on the top of the truck. Oh, you got him.
Yeah.
Careful, asshole. Bleeding. Yeah.
Oh,
He's
damn.
behind you. I need the hell.
Some inside the building.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, at least we have a challenge for our last match here. I'm gonna get him. Cover me.
I can get up on my own. One, you act like this is the first time. Anyone got ammo?
Mission's almost done.
Somebody help me!
Come on, move down the fucking... It's just sat out there in the middle of nowhere.
Predator's probably healing up here. Yeah, he is. Let's just get the exfil.
Yep.
Orders received. En route to extraction zone. Hostiles are attempting to escape. Stop them now! Big boy spotted.
Ah, damn. He got it right.
No. Where is he?
He's jumping over there.
God, gun. Oh, I'm about to go down myself. Trying to stay alive. The AI is not helping.
He's almost down. He's almost down.
Shit.
He's on mic.
Get him, get him, get.
Nice, nice, nice. At least you can get out of here. Oh, and me too, if you get me.
Trying.
Ah. Get out of here, dog.
Get out of here. Go now. Yes. Haha, Predator, we win.
Actually, Kalen, morbing means being depressed in Victorian speech. I think that's was it. Was it depressed?
Me that
Hang
we're
on.
still talking about Morbius.
Yeah, got the morbs is a temporary sadness.
Alright, folks, that's it. Next time we'll probably do some Aliens Fireteam Elite, since we seem to be on the cusp of
Well, we'll see if Lucy's theory is correct.
yeah. Yeah, I hope so. That'd be awesome if it was
Yeah,
that
me too.
soon. But yeah. Anyway, folks, thanks for joining us. You can always find us on our usual stomping grounds, avpgalaxy.net, on the message boards, the forum. We're also on all the major socials, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. So check us out if you haven't already.
If we're not taken down by Disney.
Also, 7,000 subscribers. Woo! On YouTube. Thank you, folks. Appreciate that. Very much appreciate it. All right. Well, hope y'all have a good rest of your Sunday, and we will see you next time.
In a bit, guys.
Take care.